So today we're going to be doing a review of In Bruges, one of the lesser known Colin Farrell films. It has like its own approach to violence and depression, while kind of keeping that very Sundance feel. And before we get into this, here's a picture of Colin Farrell. That was brought to you by my sister. Creepy. So, kind of getting like the mindset and the mood for this film, I'd recommend watching kind of Wes Anderson indie films and kind of regular Sundance films, Irish films, that kind of a thing, and maybe even some Colin Farrell movies, things like that. But you see, you'll never fully be able to get into the mindset for this film or the mood for this film, because you'll never fully be able to understand this film, no matter how many times you watch it. It's just that kind of crazy. But crazy isn't always a good thing. There are some scenes that are kind of so crazy and out there, they lose their touch. Now this isn't the only film to have done it. Some other films who have done it are kind of like Man on a Ledge, Life Aquatic, or even films like Brick.
Sorry, is that what I'm supposed to do? Sorry.
Yeah. But now, it's time to get on with the review. Now, the acting in this film is fantastic for the most part. The two main characters, Brendan Gleeson and Colin Farrell. Brendan Gleeson, personally, I think, pulls his role off a lot better, are fantastic, but the mob boss and the side characters seem very two-dimensional, as if they were kind of pulled from The Tourist and don't really hold up to the high expectations and standards that the other two set. Now, the cinematography in this movie is passable, and it's good. It's not terrible. It's far from terrible, but you really feel like it could have been so much better, and I mean, especially with what they were given. Now, no movie can be shot without a great and compelling story, except for maybe Tree of Life, which, let's be honest, none of us understand. And this movie, it really excels at the point of story, and it makes up for the parts that fall short. It makes them forgivable, and it makes you want to watch this movie again and again. It has fantastic replay value and fantastic twists and turns, even though the ending is just pretty predictable. You can see it coming from halfway through the film, if not from the beginning of the film. However, between the witty dialogue and the very good backstory and mini-stories within the characters, and how some side characters, even though, like I said, they're two-dimensional, are brought back in and interact with the other people, kind of like in a Quentin Tarantino wannabe way, it's very hard to nitpick at the small things that you don't like, and they really do appear small before the rest. And no, this is not a perfect film, but it has a damn good story, it has damn good acting, and it's a damn good film. Once again, it's not perfect, not the best film I've seen, but I don't think it tries to be, and I don't think it over-evaluates itself or takes itself too seriously, and I think it should just be, honored for what it is and praised for what it tried to do and what it accomplished. Thank you for watching this episode of More on TV. If you have any other movies you want me to review, just let me know. I'd be more than happy to do them. Well, seriously. Give me your movies.